Sorry, I'm just watching the preview. Yeah, something about nightmares.
Alright, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, yeah.
Okay, yeah, nothing to go on for that.
So
yeah, Shaman King.
So yo, hey, I got something to talk about, man.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you see, my brother recently showed back up. And he's killed a lot of people.
Yep.
And it was like, hey, yo, I need you to kill even more people. Help me fight the US military.
Yeah.
What should I do?
By the way, this is I'm painting this so that it's your fault.
You're paid. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is such a frustrating episode. Oh god.
Is it?
So I'm just gonna jump to the main thing. Like, Yo and Rin have their fight, and then it gets interrupted.
Yeah, Yo had armor, I guess, so he didn't get shocked as hard.
So here's the alright. So Yo's fighting Rin, and like Rin's just blast him with lightning, just actual real lightning. Like, Yo should be dead.
Yeah.
And he's just like, gets back up, and Yo's like, alright, well, you'll never defeat me because, you know, you don't have it in you to literally murder me. And Rin's like, what the heck?
Yeah, and Ren is like, no, but that was totally my intention. Like, I wanted to kill you.
Yeah, it turns out that Yo has obtained the power of metal, which unfortunately does not give him sick guitar skills, but instead lets him divert lightning by, like, shearing metal off of his katana, maybe? It's not that clear or, like, that well explained, but point is, it lets him survive.
What is the Chinese element thing? Like, it could just be that lightning doesn't beat metal.
So this is something I want to bring up, because, yeah, now we know what the elements are, and they're not the Chinese elements, and it makes it even more confusing.
Oh.
Because we just straight up established early on, like, back when Hal was, like, doing his big fight in the tournament, just directly, like, straight from Mickey himself, that the 5 elements Hal has mastery over are fire, water, wood, earth, and metal. There is no lightning and no wind. So he just folded 3 of the elements into, like, earth/metal, just so, like, Rin could have a lightning gimmick, and, like, friggin', yo, Chocolove could have wind powers.
Yeah, it could just be... Wasn't the writer kind of, like, indecisive about this series or something?
Yeah, which, honestly, I don't really blame him, you know, it'd be, like... It would be weird to try to figure out unique ways to make, like, wood, earth, and metal feel, like, distinct.
Yeah.
Like, it's not very cool, like, you know, feeling of, like, you know, elements to work with, but, you know, that's the lore we're going with.
Yeah. Also, like, fire isn't even, like, listed in those, right?
No, fire is.
Oh, okay.
And water.
Okay. Okay, it's just like the more earthy stuff.
Yeah, also, yeah, like, water's just being folded into ice because, yeah, alright. I guess water ice is just the same thing.
I mean, what is ice but frozen water?
Yeah, that's always the justification, but also, like, what is, like, steel, but, like, you know, like, just condensed ore or whatever the crap that you, like, smell. Yeah. Like, I know I'm making a bad argument, but I feel like you could go a lot of places with that.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that's the rationale behind metal bending in Avatar.
Yeah, I guess more it's like, what is lightning, but just, like, you know, like, streaks of, like, you know, just heated energy.
Really, really hot fire.
Yeah. I don't know, like, if Baron's still watching, he's probably having an aneurysm right now. I apologize in advance for my lack of knowledge of physics.
Yeah, okay, so whatever. We'll just stop trying to like tie it back into like the mythology of like elements from other countries or whatever.
Man, I just feel kind of disappointed because this means that Ryu can't be the wood for the wooden sword.
Oh, man.
Because we said that at one point, it was like, oh, dude, that's so good.
That makes sense. And it's like, oh, no.
I guess this explains why I couldn't figure out who the
crap.
5, like, warriors were going to be, because, like, yeah, the elements we were thinking of just weren't the right ones.
Yeah, crap. Ryu and Faust are so irrelevant.
Ryu loses both his arms and it barely affects the battle.
Yeah. Like they're like, oh yeah, the great five great warriors, and it's like, here's their elements or whatever. And then it's like, oh yeah, and Ryu and Faust are here too, I guess.
Yeah. At least Faust is a healer who can revive people.
Yeah, they're doing Ryu so dirty.
I feel so bad for Ryu right now. Like, he really is just the Krillin, huh?
Yeah.
That like, Ryu's just sort of turned into the Yamcha.
Yeah, because he just jobs immediately in the fight.
Yeah, he just shows up and then jobs a bit, but hey, maybe he'll do something kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really sucks. He had that one really good fight with Tien. That was good. I like that. And then Tien died and never came back. Cause who would Marco even be? Like, I don't know, friggin' like,
I don't know.
Piccolo? Yeah, cause Piccolo killed Tien and with his giant angel stand. There you go.
The analogy's falling apart. But yeah,
Jeez, that would totally make Ren Piccolo and like Marco Vegeta, which don't feel rad at all.
No, because Ren is totally Vegeta.
I just motioned back to the Gintama explanation of how, like, effing quote-unquote shonens work, where they're specifically talking about Dragon Ball, and they're, like, describing the cycle of befriending rivals that get, like, added to your team. As he's talking, he's literally just erasing Yamcha. And like other characters are freaking out, like, oh no, don't erase him, no, please. Oh, that's such a good bit. But yeah, so Yo's just like, oh Ren, you can't kill me because you're not like prepared to. And it's like, just break his oversoul. Just break it and keep shooting it until he's done. Which honestly probably is what's about to happen.
Oh, Ren was like, no, that's not the case, because I pumped enough electricity into him to kill him. The problem is actually that Yo is just an element that counters him.
Man, if Ren's losing because he don't have the desire to kill, does that mean that, like, if Yo fought back, he would have the desire to kill and he could do it?
I don't know.
If this continued, like, yeah, this is part of what makes it so frustrating, because I see what the conclusion to this would have been. If it came down to it, would, like, Yo have just straight up, like, murdered Ren just so he could have won, and then brought him back without, like, a second thought?
Probably.
Like, yeah, because that, like...
Then again, I don't know if Yo has it in him to, like, take a life.
Yeah, that's what I'd want to know, because it's like, alright, yeah, sure, yours bring them back, but you still do have to, like, murder your, like, good friend and, like, like, member of the protagonist group to, like, do it, and I don't know if he could have gone there or not.
Yeah. I mean, I just, like, Ren says it himself. He's just like, today I found out I'm the weakest of the 5 of us.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like they say that, but at the same time, I kind of don't believe it.
I could.
Alright, so, like...
I could believe it. I could believe that Ren is actually the weakest of the group. Maybe not in raw power, but, like...
Yeah. Because I forget if the anime says it, but in the manga they make a big deal of how, like, Rin controls actual real lightning, so it's, like, impossible to dodge, because it's friggin' lightning, so it's, like, instant.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, how do you beat that?
By Ren not having the resolve to kill.
Yeah. It's like, alright.
I guess is the answer to that. But yeah, it's weird because they go in for the big hit and they're like, okay, we're gonna clash and settle this fight right now. There's a big explosion that erupts out of the Colosseum, and you think it's them clashing, but it's actually Lyserg crashing into the middle of the arena.
Yeah.
And he's fueled by hatred.
Lyserg using the power of hatred and darkness.
I'm okay with this.
This is a cool upgrade for Lyserg.
I didn't expect this, and like, it kind of goes against the idea that it's like, oh, but revenge. It's like, oh, like, revenge is bad because you'll get it and then you'll feel bad or whatever. And Lyserg is like, no, I'm gonna harness my hate and get my revenge.
Yeah.
And then through the flames of hatred, he gains firepower. Like dark fire power.
Lyserg literally gains the power of a fucking hell beast.
Yeah. It's like, okay, alright, Lyserg, you jumped up in my my character tier list a little bit.
Aren't these fights supposed to have, like, a barrier around them? How did he break through the barrier?
No, the implication is that he showed up. Well, no, because how did he get into the arena?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, Lyserg dives into the middle of the fight and stops it, and then Ren brings that up. Like Horo's just like, but I want to fight. This is stupid. And Ren is like, do I need to point out that he stopped all of us?
Maybe like, Lyserg is now the strongest of us all.
He might be. Like, he crashed through the supposable unbreakable barrier and stopped all of them from fighting.
This is what's, like, so frustrating, because it's like, this is a cool moment, but also I want to see who wins, though.
Yeah, we'll see the fights later.
Like, this... I found this is the second time we've seen Yo fight Ren in a fight that ends in, like, a non-conclusion.
What was the first one?
Yeah, it was, like, the preliminaries for, like, we'll just say that Yo won, because he basically did, but they ran Av, like, for Yoku at the end, so it's technically a tie, so they both got in.
Okay, yeah.
I'm so annoyed that they keep doing this.
I mean, I imagine we'll get their fight eventually, but it's like Lyserg shows up and it's like, all right, the Team X1 is actually still alive. We're good.
Ah, man, I'm just thinking back to Naruto. It's like, Final Valley, like the first like pre-time skip fight, at least Sasuke did count like the definitive winner, and it was like, okay, yeah, got it. That's what we have to beat.
Naruto needs more hate.
Naruto needs more hate. He needs to give into the like hatred of the Senju clan and just like use that to fuel his power. Honestly, that knowing the Nine Tails, that might have actually made him stronger. That feels very possible in that moment.
Yeah.
If he had more hate, he would have got more tails out and would have done better. Just
Also,
straight up.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you have it as a screenshot, Lyserg's new little outfit here, but he's got Marco's dumb short shorts.
Yeah. Oh, Lyserg's always had the short shorts.
Has he?
Yeah.
Maybe I just wasn't paying attention then.
Yeah, he's always had the little short shorts, but now he has this really cool black cloak as well.
Oh, okay.
Like, honestly, it is a really cool look for him.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Man, Naruto's messaging is so fucked.
Naruto's stupid.
It's so messed up.
It's weird watching. It's weird watching totally not Mark watching through the series and like reading and watching through the series and talking about it. And he's like, "Oh yeah, each part gets better and better." And I'm waiting for the end of the series where I feel like if he has the normal reaction, he'll be like, "What happened?"
Yeah. Don't forget in Naruto, like, literally be born into the greatest bloodline ever, be the biggest chosen one, and give all yourself to hate, and you will become the strongest ever. That's what it keeps telling me in every single, like, arc.
Yeah, hard work doesn't matter. Just be born with all the gifts.
Be born with the gifts, and if you don't have them, steal them from someone else.
Yeah.
Just straight up. Ah, man, so back to Shaman King after like I'm so disappointed in this fight. Holy crap.
Good. What's that? You wanted another bath scene?
No.
Too bad.
I guess we're getting one. To be fair, I do want to give shouts to Hal's like tracksuit outfit. He looks fly as fuck. It's ironically kind of a good look.
Yeah, Luchist is like, yeah, we gotta bring Hal to change of clothes. It's like, what's up with the jersey? And it's like, that's his new outfit.
Yeah. He only has it for like one scene, but it's like, you know what? I approve of casual Hal.
Yeah. Yeah, because the final shot of the episode is him in his normal battle outfit.
Yeah. Oh man. I guess like Anna just wasn't gonna give him a robe for the hot spring, and it's like, alright, well, we can't have Hal just walk around naked. I mean we can, but it'd be weird.
Yeah. And Hal I feel like Hal probably wouldn't have a problem with it. He'd be like, whatever.
I feel like Hal would be fine with it, and like Anna would be very, very offended.
But yeah, Hal's like, oh yeah, my home base got blown up, so I'm sleeping here tonight. It's like,
yeah.
By the way, it just shows how confident I am. Like, I don't believe for a second any of you are going to be able to kill me in my sleep.
He's honestly probably right.
Yeah. And Horo, I think it's Horo or it's Ren. I think it's Ren. Somebody like steps in through the window and is like, oh, it's a challenge then.
Before I get too lost, let's not just look over the hot spring episode itself.
Yeah, I mean, they're all just kind of chilling in the bath, and then Hal shows up, and he's like, hey, I told you I was going to go take a bath. The second one of the day, seemingly?
Yeah, because he said he was going to go take a bath, and he went to a different hot spring, and it's like, okay, that's what I meant. And he shows up here, and it's like, I guess it wasn't?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I must say that this is probably the day after, but still, like...
I'm pretty sure it's the same day.
Because
Hal was sitting in the bath watching the tournament.
Yeah, no, you're right, because I was thinking that it's like, doesn't Yo say something to Ryu at night, and then like, but no, that was the next day, so yeah.
Same day.
Oh,
so
God.
yeah, Hal shows up to take a bath, just so he can talk, I guess.
Remember when Rin was really, really angry that Yo had tea with Hao, and he's like, no, I can't believe you'd have tea with that villain.
Yeah.
And then Hao just shows up at the hot spring, and it's like, I guess there's nothing we can do, huh?
Yeah, we can't make him leave.
Oh man, like Horo tries. He gets really angry. He gets really, really angry.
Yeah, but Lyserg tries harder.
Yeah, Lyserg actually starts attacking him, and Hal's like, "Oh, you really want to do this?"
Yeah, Hal's just like, "Oh, by the way, this is my armor oversoul. It doesn't use as much Furyoku, and it's really strong. By the way, interesting choice of fire for your element."
Yeah. I do appreciate that little detail where he's like, oh yeah, fire, huh? And Lyserg's like, yeah, it's not because of you, it's because, like, the flames of hatred are all I need now.
Yeah, so that wasn't me, like making up a jokey thing. It is like, oh, the power of darkness and hate or whatever. No, he straight up says it's like, I had to learn to control my burning hatred or it would consume me. So Lyserg is literally powered by the flames of hatred.
I kind of wish we got to see a bit more of that, because, like, I do like the reveal we get, but also, I want to see the one where Lyserg's like, no, like, trying to calm myself down isn't fixing things. What I need to do is focus the power of hate and burn through this demon.
Yeah. I mean, we might get a flashback. I doubt it.
I hope we do. That feels like it would be a really cool flashback.
Yeah, but I kind of doubt we'll see it, because, like, we didn't see anybody else, the conclusion to anybody else's training.
Yeah, that still irks me.
Yeah, it's unimportant. They got stronger, I guess.
Yo spoke with the King of Hell, and we literally skimmed over it.
Yeah. Yeah, the writing of the show is annoying at times.
Yeah, it's like I still do enjoy it, but like holy I really wish we'd get conclusions to things. It's like so unsatisfying when like every single, I don't want to say every single, like when like fight after fight just kind of ends and like moments like are like promising they're gonna lead to stuff and it just doesn't happen, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking of like this, I'm thinking of like, you know, the effing King of Hell thing, you know, the Rin fight, the other Rin fight. The friggin' like whole golem thing where friggin' Hao interrupts them and then like, you know.
Faust learns resurrection off camera.
Yeah, like where's that like, you know, and I'm at least fine with Faust learning like stuff off camera and, you know, with characters learning stuff, but it's like, I don't know, I want those moments, like, I'm a Digimon fan. I want that cool moment where the character gets the new power up and they beat someone with it in a really cool way, and it's nice. It's so satisfying when it happens. I need it.
Hey, we'll get a real proper fight eventually, maybe.
Oh man. Was the last like proper fight that happened that had like, was it the like which? Well, I asked like if you want to be technical, it was like Peyote. The last actual fight that happened, that like a solid like, you know, like
that fight started and ended, even if it ended really fast.
Oh yeah. Man, that's so weird to think about, but yeah, I guess that would be it, huh? And like, yeah, because then like Anna fights Hao, and that just has like no resolution because we get the coffee scene.
Yeah, it's like,
and just
there's like this whole thing like teasing that there's something else, like there's some power that Anna has that we just don't see, and
yeah, it's I know that like being a mangaka is hard. I really do. Like it's a struggle. It must suck, you know, like you have to really be like, you know, just all superhuman to keep up with that and like keep up like everything. But, like, holy crap, it's teasing me so much, and it's not, like, giving me the thing. Okay, but yeah, like, right, Hot Spring. So yeah, House shows up, they do their whole thing, they banter and stuff. Horo gets really angry, and House like, oh, if you like keep talking, I'll like tell everyone about the girl you like. And it's like, oh, that's something. Are we gonna get a resolution to that? Maybe, hopefully. And I hope we find out. But yeah, whoever is Horo gets really embarrassed and cars himself, and like he's like, "I'm sorry, I'll shut up now, sir."
Yeah. Yeah, that's so. Yeah, we were talking about like a thing where Hal is just like, "Yeah, we got to stop the Navy.
We gotta fight the Navy." I should mention this, like, in the manga this moment with, like, Tracksuit Hal and, like, and explaining, like, guns and stuff, comes, like, after we see everyone on the actual beach, which feels like... It feels fitting for manga pacing, but feels less effective than it feels in the show, I think. Because, like, this is the proper sub to, like, that moment happening. So it's like, it feels more interesting to not have it in media res like that. That's the thing. It's like, I do like this moment of them on the beach getting ready to do the thing. But it's like, I just wish we got that fight. I'm gonna obsess over it. Like, holy crap. It's like,
By the way, Manta's phone is bugged.
Oh yeah, Manta's a moment where he's like, oh, we'll just talk to my dad. I'm sure he'll understand. And his phone has been bugged all along, so they know everything.
Yeah, but also, how did Anna know that?
Good question. I don't know, a ghost told her, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like that's the explanation where someone doesn't, like... Whenever a character knows something they're not supposed to, they're just like, oh yeah, like my spirit ally or like a ghost or whatever told me. And it's like, okay, sure. Just bullets for like, the X-Laws are like, how'd you know we were stationed here? And Yo's like, Amitamaru. And they're like, yup, that checks out.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of the X-Laws, apparently the Navy has a former X-Law with them.
An X-Law.
Yeah, and it's like, oh yeah, that guy was too crazy to join us.
Yeah, hopefully, like, he doesn't quit the Navy too, or he'll be an XXX-Law.
Also, the implication he's got like a really, really tough angel or something.
Yeah, they mentioned that, like, he took, quote-unquote, that out of the armory, and it's like, oh, okay.
I bet it's one of the ships they're on.
Yeah, it might be.
I bet one of those ships is actually his angel.
That'd be interesting, actually. I don't know if we're gonna get that, but that'd be interesting. Oh,
also,
man.
I just realized, we haven't seen Hanagumi. We don't see them this entire episode.
Yeah, they're just taking out somewhere in the background. Don't worry about it.
I guess. Maybe Anna did actually just send them on.
I'm getting so disappointed if literally nothing comes of those characters. Like, after all this build-up and all this, like, like, because they had the whole fight with, like, June, but, like, Hanagumi won, and that was, like, setting them up as, like, a big threat for the future.
And Mickey, yeah, but also there's a scene where Mickey's trying to, like, change them for the better, and, like, they actually set them up for, like, a redemption of some kind.
Yeah, and I guess we're, I don't know, maybe we'll get, but feels like probably not. They're probably gonna just be side characters.
Yeah. Also, Mickey withdrew his team from the Shaman fight because he didn't want to put the kids in danger. It's like, okay, the next part of the fight is like trying to fight Hal. I don't want to like expose you to that danger.
Yeah, I should probably like bring that up because like Mickey just withdraws them, which, all right, oh man, this is a whole lore thing because like both Mickey's team and like Gundara, I believe, like withdraw from the song if I remember right.
Yeah, and that just leaves 4 teams. The Rin, Bari Hot Springs.
I was under the impression that you could just withdraw all things considered like that. Like,
I mean, if you don't want to fight and you just don't show up, you can't make them.
Yeah, that's true, but it's like, Anna, it's this whole like competition is to like gauge everyone's like spiritual power and their mental fortitude and stuff, and their ability to get things done. So having people withdraw or just not finish the match feels like it goes against that super hard. Because that's like, oh, I guess one of our prominent like people who just be a bunch of other shamans is just gone now. Alright.
I don't understand why the kids entered the tournament with Mickey in the first place. Was it literally just to find their dad's killer?
Yeah, pretty much. I believe that, like, what was his name? Red Sub? I believe his, like, whole goal was to, like, find a way to make his sister smile again. And, like, Chocolove accomplished that. But she's still kind of, like, emotionless.
Yeah, she still won't talk.
Yeah, she is pretty cute, though.
Yeah, we just kind of see her sitting in front of a TV eating crackers or whatever.
Yeah, it's a very adorable crackering animation.
Yeah. And then Mickey picks her up and is like, all right, time for bed. And you see just how tiny she actually is. It's like, holy crap.
I should mention not before, like, effing Serum gets really angry at Mickey withdrawing them and just kicks him in the dick repeatedly.
Yeah. And then Mickey, like, grabs him and, like, his eyes are glowing threateningly. He's like, hey, kid, you want to die?
Yeah. It's like, calm down, brat. And kid's like, no, but I've got a friggin' golem. I should be able to help people.
Yeah, I should be able to help them fight Hal, which I guess is his new goal.
Yeah, if nothing else, he should be able to help them murder all these innocent sailors just doing their job.
Yeah. I mean, you keep saying that, but there's a part where they're, like, readying up on the beach where Yo is just like, all right, remember the agreement. You don't kill them.
No, Yo specifically says keep casualties to a minimum, and we'll revive whoever we can. We are killing them. We're just gonna try to bring them back.
Yeah, but Hal specifically says that it's like, Hal says, I'll try not to kill too many or whatever.
Yeah, just straight up. Like, we are just still gonna straight up murder a bunch of people. It's just like, hey, if we can get the body, then you're good.
Hal's like, I'll try not to kill too many of them, and then he charges forward before anybody and blows up a dude.
Yeah, it's another thing, because your body has to be intact, so I guess Faust's job is like, just give like a whole thing out for him.
Yeah, like Faust, June, Sati, I think.
Yeah.
Like, the healers are standing by.
Faust, June, Sati, and Maiden.
Yeah.
Because of course.
And then Hal's like, and I'll pick up the slack. Because I invented the revival thing, and I have tons of Furyoku.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh man, it's such a cool moment, but also like, oh hey, I guess Yo totally does have in his heart to murder people. I guess we'll see.
I doubt Yo's gonna kill people.
Like, I want to see Yo kill people.
Nah, I'm almost certain that he's going to go out of his way to avoid it.
I'm sure he'll try to, but like, I don't know, I want to see Yo sink at least one ship if he can.
But yeah, sink a ship is different from killing people.
And if you sink a ship and everyone drowns, is there much of a difference?
Well, people are there to rescue them.
At this point, death is just a minor inconvenience. I want to see Yo just like slash a ship apart, and you see the slash line go through the commanding officer, and Yo's like, well, crap, and they have to just stitch them back together.
It's okay, I can see their parachutes.
This is the part of the series 4Kids was too scared to animate.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, man, I'm like, it happened way before this, but still.
And Hal's like, all right, this is the only time we're ever going to fight alongside each other as brothers.
Man, I'm just thinking, how the heck did 4Kids handle Tempest Dracula? How did they even? Because his entire fighting style was like draining people's blood and like cutting them and stuff and using his own blood as a weapon.
He drains and uses life essence, which is a nebulous, ghostly substance.
That just happens to look like blood, but it's blue now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they changed the color.
Oh no, he's using that classic vampire skill of manipulating soul juice.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there are depictions of vampires that steal souls instead of drink blood.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So there's precedent for that, but it's dumb here.
Oh man, it's like in One Piece when they had all the military guys like use squirt guns. Just big old super soakers on their backs.
Spring-loaded showerhead.
Shoot the friggin' squirt guns at people in the desert. That'll stop them. Right, there's one other thing I should mention, because we totally glossed over it, but we do finally learn where the final Shaman fight's being held.
Right, it's Atlantis. I mean, Mu.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I don't know if you were, like, aware of this, but yeah, I looked into a little bit, and it's, like, just straight up Atlantis.
Oh, did they just change the name for some reason?
So, I should be more specific, because it's, like, this is, like, a fictitious city that was referenced in, like, a Mayan, like, legend or something, but people have equated it to basically being Atlantis.
Okay. Yeah, because that was the first... Yeah. That was the first thing I thought when they started describing an ancient city that was sunk by the gods or whatever, and it's like, it's Atlantis.
Yeah. It's technically supposed to be a lost continent, but, it's technically not Atlantis, but, people have, like, put the dots together, and they're like, okay, that's what it's supposed to be.
Same idea.
Yeah, same idea, lost continent, like, somewhere in this area, it just sort of went kaput.
Yeah, and apparently the Patch tribe can just bring it back to the surface or something.
No, the Patch tribe's plan is to bring everyone down there in a submarine and create a giant bubble of air around the city.
Sure, why not?
Using traditional Patch methods.
Yeah, I was gonna say, somebody says it's like, oh yeah, with the Patch's power and traditional methods, they can do anything.
The traditional handcrafted Patch submarine.
Yeah, a traditionally crafted air bubble.
Oh man.
Whatever. It's dumb anime.
I feel like this joke has reached peak absurdity. The only way it can get crazier is if we go to space using the traditionally crafted, handmade Patch spaceship.
Yeah,
the Patch shuttle.
It could happen. But, like, I kind of had a thought watching this. So... The Navy or whoever wants to get their hands on the Great Spirit, right?
Yeah.
Remember that bit where just looking at the Great Spirit can kill you?
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Are they gonna walk in, try to take the Great Spirit, and all die instantly, and then the problem solves itself?
Like, if nothing else, they're gonna, like, pass out.
Yeah, but they're normal humans, except for maybe, like, the one guy that's a former X-Law.
Yeah. I just imagine they get close and they just, like, pass out instantly, and the patch are like, alright, let's just carry these guys away.
Yeah,
They just shove them on a boat and maybe revive them or whatever, you know, who cares?
Yeah, this really seems like a problem that would solve itself if they just ignore the Navy and go to the place to do the final Shaman fight.
Like, it would be inconvenient, but would solve itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I guess, yeah, because this is a different place, isn't it? Yeah, because the Great Spirit was on a different area.
Was it?
I'm trying to think.
Are they not in the same location they were?
Yeah, I believe there was, like, a slight time skip and they changed location. So yeah, the Great Spirit isn't even here.
Oh.
It's literally not even on this island.
Sick.
So was this fight about again? It's like they'll just show up and be like, hey, what's going on here, yo? You kids are under arrest or whatever. And they'll just be like, okay, but no, and then leave.
You kids
You
are
have
under
no
arrest.
authority.
Kids are under arrest for being on this island?
They go to investigate, and the Patch tribe just stands there, and they're like, oh yeah, this is a competition, don't worry about it. Now let's go on the submarine, kids.
The Patch tribe shows up and like, this is protected native land. What do you think you're doing here?
Yeah. It's invitation only. Like, I'm sure, like, you know, because it's like the military, they try to, like, bully their way into it and stuff, but also, like, I don't know, like, say they, like, show up and they land on the island and they're like, you know, just like, oh, what is the shaman fight? And they're, like, waving guns around and stuff. Like, that doesn't really accomplish anything unless someone directly tells them about the Great Spirit. And even then, they couldn't really do anything with that knowledge.
Yeah. I mean, they seem to know what the Great Spirit is. Like Manta's dad seems specifically to be here for it.
Maybe I'm missing something, but it feels like, you know, that the threat of the military finding this place maybe isn't, like, as well-founded as we were led to believe.
I don't know. They saw a space laser and they were like, well, that's enough reason for us to go there.
Yeah. Just like... Just like, there's like, oh hey, what was that laser about? And then people are like, oh yeah, just misfired. And like, what are they gonna do?
Training exercise.
Yeah, like Hal's just like, oh, I've got no idea what you mean, and because he can read all their thoughts, he can lie to them perfectly.
Yeah.
Hal could totally talk all these people down without a second thought if he wanted to.
I mean, unless they just start shooting.
I mean, that's fair, but, you know... Why'd they start shooting? Alright, I'm trying to, like, seriously, like, unpack this, right?
I'm not.
Because it's like, how can sense their suspicion at, like, anything he says? He can sense their suspicion anything anyone says, and then, like, rectify it with their own, like, like, assumptions. Like, you just need, like, like, hey, there's a soldier, it's like, oh, what's going on here? And they're like, oh, it's probably just some, like, like, just test from the Chinese government or something. And Hal's just like, oh yeah, I think it was some test from, like, I don't know, some government in, like, Asia somewhere. And then the guy's like, oh, alright. You know?
Yeah.
I'm focused. Man, There's one little minor detail I want to bring up, and that's when they're talking about they're talking about, like, all the lost knowledge and stuff and lost creatures. And I should have got a screenshot of this. We straight up get an image of, like, just, like, universes and galaxies and the planets, like, cut open and stuff, you know, showing the mantle and stuff. And we also get freaking Bigfoot and the Mothman.
Wait, what?
Yeah, when they're talking about Moo and they're talking about, like, it's lost knowledge, if you just pause, there's just a friggin' image of Bigfoot when they're talking about mysterious creatures and stuff in this ancient civilization.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, huh, alright. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that at least once before we just, 'cause yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of missed that, I guess.
Yeah, that was a weird shot. But yeah, this was a cool ending moment for a plot point that feels kind of like nothing after we wasted one of the biggest build-up fights of the season, of the series.
We'll get the fight eventually, I'm sure.
I really, like, because they have to have it in Moo. They can't dick us out again. There's no way. There's no way we're gonna, like, go to Moo and go into, like, yo, the return of Yo versus Team the Rin, and then, like, nothing comes of it. We have to have a winner at some point.
Yeah.
We have to. It would be too stupid if we didn't. So, I don't know. What'd you think about this episode? Like, thumbs up, thumbs down?
It's fine, I guess.
I like some of the stuff we got, but also I'm very annoyed. Damn it, let Yo win.
I think the series might be going on a little too long.
Yeah, we're definitely the point where, you know, the mangaka's just, like, running out of juice, and, you know, you can feel it. You can feel it hard. But yeah, hopefully this means that when we get to Moo, it'll get to, like, the real ending, and then we'll get into the, like, you know, sort of, like, newer, fresher stuff that, like, you know, ties everything together, and it'll be, like, way better.
And there can't be much left. There's only 4 teams.
Yeah. So there are 52 episodes, so there's, like, something like 7 episodes left.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I can get through 7. Yeah, that feels, like, doable.
Also, I'm not sure if this just came up in my head or if I saw it somewhere, but I think we're getting a hiatus.
Oh, are we? Alright. Huh.
Hold on. King hiatus. I don't know where I heard that from. No, not there.
Huh.
I don't know. We'll see if there's a new episode next week.
If there's no new episode, do you just want to, like, win our week on Ghost Games so we'll have more to talk about?
Yeah, I'm fine with just doing the episodes as they come out.
Yeah, fair enough. I can do that, yeah. It'll just depend on how I feel, but, you know, fair enough.
Yeah. Besides, maybe something will actually happen with the plot. I doubt it.
I'm gonna be annoyed if we go, like, a week with, like, hey, we just have one Ghost Game episode, and it's just, oh, the kids are trapped in a dream, and then they get out and nothing happens.
Yeah. Hey, whatever. It'll just be a slow week.
Oh man, it'll be just a 30-minute stream, and it's like, alright, I guess there you go. Yeah, there's not much we can do about it.
Not our fault if the writers of Ghost Game are pacing it really badly.
Oh boy, I have no idea what's going on with that. Hopefully it picks up.
Yeah.